Most luxury vehicles try to impress quietly. This one announces itself before it even stops moving. 6 wheels, a stretched high roof body, and an interior that has more in common with a private jet than anything you would normally find on an American road. What this vehicle actually is. The GMC Savana has always been a workhorse, a full-size commercial van built for reliability and payload capacity rather than prestige. For 2026, the ultra-luxury 6x6 conversion takes that industrial foundation and rebuilds everything on top of it into something aimed at a completely different buyer. Business owners, executives, celebrities, luxury shuttle operators, and families who want first-class comfort on wheels are the target market. The platform underneath is American heavy-duty engineering. Everything above it is bespoke. The 6-wheel configuration is the defining visual statement. 3 axles, 6 wheels. A setup that gives the vehicle a dominant stance on the road that no standard full-size van can match. It is not just visual. The additional axle meaningfully improves stability, traction, and load capacity, which matters when the interior is fitted with heavy custom materials, entertainment systems, and luxury seating that add significant weight to the standard chassis. The engineering and the aesthetics are making the same argument at the same time. Exterior, presence before you open the door. The front end carries GMC's current design language with a massive grille, aggressive LED lighting signatures, and a high squared-off hood that reads more like a heavy truck than a conventional passenger van. The extended body sits tall and wide. Oversized custom alloys fill the wheel arches. Wide fender flares accommodate the 6-wheel configuration while adding visual mass. Premium paint finishes range from executive black and luxury white to bespoke custom colors applied during the conversion process. Integrated running boards, chrome accents, and a stretched high roof profile complete the exterior in a way that makes the vehicle equally at home pulling up to a 5-star hotel, a private airport terminal, or a corporate headquarters without appearing either understated or ostentatious. It occupies a specific visual register, serious, expensive, and distinctly American in a way that imported executive vans cannot replicate simply by being larger or more expensive. Interior, where the real transformation happens. The interior is where the ultra-luxury 6x6 justifies its price point and its positioning. Specialty builders effectively gut the standard Savana cabin and reconstruct it from the floor up. What emerges is a space that bears almost no relationship to the commercial van it started as. Premium leather captain's chairs are standard, fully powered with heating, cooling, and massage functions. Individual recline with extending leg rests. Seating positioned for maximum legroom with an open flat floor plan between rows that allows genuine freedom of movement rather than the cramped configuration typical of even premium minivans. Privacy partitions between the driver and passenger areas are available depending on the build spec, reinforcing the executive transport character. Materials throughout the cabin are selected and installed to luxury specification. Wood grain or brushed metal trim panels, soft touch ceiling liners, ambient LED lighting systems that can be adjusted for mood and intensity, and sound-insulated walls that reduce road noise to the point where normal conversation at cruising speed requires no effort. The environment is genuinely quiet. Rear passengers have individual touchscreens, premium audio speakers embedded into wall panels, wireless charging surfaces at every position, fold-out tables, per-seat climate controls, and USB-C charging throughout. Depending on the conversion package, the rear entertainment setup can include streaming capability, gaming inputs, and large format screens that make long-distance travel genuinely enjoyable rather than simply tolerable. The driver area blends GMC's current dashboard architecture with upgraded materials, a large vertical infotainment display, and ergonomic controls tuned for long-distance comfort. The cockpit does not feel like it belongs to a different class of vehicle from the rear. The premium execution carries through from front to back. Performance, built for smooth, not fast. The powertrain philosophy on the ultra-luxury 6x6 is tuned for smooth torque delivery rather than aggressive acceleration. Exactly the right approach for a vehicle of this size, weight, and purpose. Heavy-duty gasoline or diesel engine options, depending on configuration and builder preference, drive through a refined automatic transmission calibrated to shift without interruption or drama at highway speeds. The six-wheel drive system provides meaningful benefits beyond the visual statement. Traction and stability improve significantly on wet roads, uneven terrain, and long highway stretches carrying full passenger loads. The additional axle distributes the vehicle's considerable weight more evenly, which, combined with upgraded suspension tuning included in most ultra-luxury conversion packages, produces a ride quality that feels composed rather than floaty, controlled movement rather than the wallowing associated with undersprung large vans. This is not a performance vehicle. Highway cruising, loaded passenger transport, and long-distance comfort are what it does. At those tasks, the powertrain and chassis calibration are well matched to the mission. Technology. Functional rather than gimmicky. The technology package on the ultra-luxury 6x6 is built around usability rather than specification padding. Up front, the driver gets a large touchscreen with navigation, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, voice commands, and multiple camera views that make maneuvering a vehicle of this length through urban environments and parking situations significantly less stressful than it would otherwise be. The additional cameras covering the six-wheel configuration provide visual coverage of the rear axles on turns, a practical necessity given the vehicle's footprint. In the rear, the technology is passenger-centric. Multi-zone climate control allows each seating position to be adjusted independently. Touch panels or remote handsets manage lighting, media, and seating functions without requiring passengers to interact with the main infotainment system. Wi-Fi hotspot capability, HDMI inputs, and wireless charging at every position mean the cabin can function as a productive working environment for executives or an entertainment environment for families without compromise. The system is designed to feel intuitive, serving the passengers rather than demanding their attention. Safety. A large vehicle taken seriously. At the scale and value of the ultra-luxury 6x6, the safety specification is comprehensive. Forward collision alert with automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert, lane departure warning, adaptive cruise control, parking sensors and backup cameras as standard, the full suite of driver assistance technology that reduces fatigue and increases confidence across long-distance driving scenarios. Structurally, the vehicle benefits from a reinforced chassis engineered for the six-wheel configuration's weight distribution requirements and heavy-duty braking calibrated to handle emergency stops at the vehicle's loaded mass. Multiple airbags, electronic stability control, and traction management systems work together across all six wheels. The sheer physical presence of the vehicle on the road, mass and height, contributes to occupant protection in the event of a collision with smaller vehicles, which is an inherent characteristic of the platform rather than an engineered feature. Pricing and ownership costs. The ultra-luxury 6x6 conversion occupies premium pricing territory by any measure. While a standard Savana starts considerably lower, the fully converted 6x6 luxury version realistically lands between $250,000 and $450,000, depending on engine choice, interior specification, technology package, and exterior customization. This places it in direct competition with high-end luxury SUVs, custom executive vans, and light motor coaches. But with a combination of interior volume, road presence, and six-wheel platform capability that none of those alternatives can match simultaneously. Buyers purchase these vehicles primarily through specialty conversion builders or luxury vehicle dealers rather than standard GMC showrooms. Build timelines are longer than conventional vehicles given the custom nature of the conversion. Customization costs accumulate quickly. Upgraded leather grades, advanced entertainment configurations, custom paint and wheels, suspension modifications, and security enhancements each add to the base conversion price before delivery. Ownership costs reflect the vehicle's scale. Fuel consumption is higher than standard passenger vehicles. Insurance premiums reflect both the vehicle's value and its specialized nature. Maintenance on custom components may require specialist service rather than standard dealership facilities. For business buyers, executive transport operators, luxury shuttle services, or corporate fleet managers, there may be tax advantages depending on usage classification and local regulations, and the vehicle's depreciation curve is generally more controlled than comparable value luxury SUVs when maintained properly. 6 wheels. A private jet interior. Up to $450,000 of American engineering and custom luxury on a proven heavy-duty platform. The 2026 GMC Savana Ultra 6x6 is not a vehicle for everyone, and it was not designed to be. It is the most interior space, the most road presence, and the most customization flexibility available in an American-built luxury van, and for the right buyer there is nothing else on the road that competes with it on those terms. Drop a comment telling us how you would spec yours. Check the end screen for more luxury vehicle breakdowns, sitting there, waiting.